Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
7 o'clock. We'll see how quick we get through this shit.
We're old.
We're old, man.
We go to bed.
We go to bed. That's what we do.
I love going to bed at 8:30, man.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast. A show where I, Eric Donaldson, wrestling fan of over 30 years, introduce one match per episode to my co-host sitting right across from me, who has never watched wrestling. We talk about the backstory, we watch that match, and then we rank that match on our ever-growing list. The purpose of this show is to see what happens when someone who's never watched wrestling is introduced to its most notable matches, and without any further ado, my authentically poopy pants co-host, Flying Ryan Murphy.
We gotta get over this. I gotta do something new here.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta shoot somebody.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
I'm not going any further with that. Ryan.
My hero.
My hero. Here we are again, back again, and today we are going to take a trip down memory lane and revisit Ryan's favorite, but not really, WCW. One man that we have not yet seen on the program, Ryan, Scott Levy. Scott had been involved with wrestling since the late 80s, originally under the name of Scotty the Body, making a bit of a name for himself in the Portland territory. Then as Scotty Flamingo, then Johnny Polo, with his career spanning across both WCW and the WWF, but not really finding a great deal of success. So, when he was released from the WWF, Scott took a step back and realized that there was something missing from his presentation. All of the characters seemed to be throwbacks to the more cartoony gimmicks of the 80s, and with Scott not being the biggest guy in the ring, he knew that he needed something different to stand out. So when ECW, one of our actual favorites, came calling, Scott decided it was time to shake things up, and he came up with something a little bit more contemporary, something to better reflect the culture of 1995. And so Levy grew his hair out, he got some piercings, and he adopted a new persona named Raven. Half Kurt Cobain, half Bodie from Point Break, the psychologically tortured Raven would brainwash those around him, adopting them into his nest. It's often said that the head of every wrestling company had one character that they loved more than any other and knew how to put that character in the best light to showcase it in ways that no one else could. For Vince McMahon, that was probably The Undertaker. And for Paul Heyman, the owner and booker of ECW, that character was Raven. While in ECW, Raven engaged in one of the most bitter feuds of all time against Tommy Dreamer in a rivalry that spanned years. Also, while feuding with the Sandman, Raven would brainwash Sandman's wife and young son, as well as crucifying the Sandman on a barbed wire cross. Yeah, so standard wrestling stuff. So with all this on his resume, it was no surprise that Raven would draw the attention of the larger promotions yet again. And in 1997, Levy would make his return to WCW, but this time as Raven. In short order, Raven went about creating a new group in WCW dubbed The Flock. The Flock's purpose was simple: protect Raven and do his bidding. With the assistance of The Flock, Raven would capture the United States Championship. During his reign, Raven would frequently refuse to defend the belt unless his opponent agreed to compete under Raven's rules. Essentially just a fancy way of saying there are no rules, as a bit of a callback to ECW. But on April 20th, 1998, 420 for those of you celebrating, Raven would be making a defense of that United States Championship against someone. We've done similar things before, but we're really going to test Ryan's wrestling perception here today. So Raven is going to be wrestling one of the two men in a very quick match that we're going to be watching in just a minute. The match is going to be Glacier a Mortal Kombat-inspired martial artist, taking on a former defensive tackle for the Atlanta Falcons, Bill Goldberg. So we're going to watch that match now. And Ryan, I'll give you about 30 seconds from the time the bell rings to make your pick for that match.
Okay.
So once we watch that, we'll move on to the remainder of our notes for our actual match that we'll be watching here today. So does that sound fair to you?
That sounds fair to me.
Oh, so he said he's no takesies backsies. He can't walk that back if it's.
Is it not fair? Or should I be?
It's very fair. It's the most fair thing I've ever done for you.
Okay.
All right. So we'll be right back with our thoughts on Glacier versus Bill Goldberg.
Is the old hit and run tactic. Hit the man hard, and that's what he's trying to do.
Kick and run.
And get away from it. So Glacier wasting no time. Body blows, forearm shivers. Hey! What about that ability by Goldberg?
You guys ever see that?
Never ever.
Not today. Oh! Spinning neck breaker. Glacier's down, and Goldberg's showing us something new. Is this man a monster? Well, the only thing missing are the bolts in his neck. He just folded Glacier like a lawn chair. I got a hunch he's going to melt this Glacier right now.
Got him up. Jackhammer time. Look, one arm.
Oh! Just another snow cone now. Well, Glacier may have looked at the videotapes, may have laid out a game plan, and may have thought that he was going to be the guy to hang that loss on Goldberg. Well, think again.
The fans love it here.
Impressive.
Another chapter.
Okay, so we don't usually do that, but I think the appeal of Goldberg is probably better seen than told. So there you have it, a pretty good summary of the majority of Goldberg matches, and a free victory for Ryan.
Yeah, was that it? Was that the?
That was.
You wanted to summarize it in a video, like?
Yes. So I wanted to choose a match that would essentially summarize like what because I can tell you these things, but if you just see it with your own eyes, it's like okay, now
if you had read that off, like. I would not respect Goldberg as much,
Right. And I mean, what was it? It was about a 3-minute time investment.
Love
so,
that guy.
it's totally fine. So
Plus he's my favorite goalie.
So that brings your record to, what does that bring your record to? 53, 40, and 2. You are on now a 1-match winning streak as of that, just then. Should we rank that match right now? We should probably rank it, huh?
Oh, we're ranking that one?
We need to rank every match that you ever watch. That way we know exactly what you've done.
That's going to be hard to rank.
Pull it up here. Pull up your list. Let's just knock it out right now. Just do it quick.
4.
What do you mean 4?
I'm just kidding.
don't you got it on your phone still, right?
No, I don't. I don't even have my phone.
Do you want me to get your phone? Wait, you don't have it on your phone?
No, I don't. I mean, I could pull it up, but why don't we just rank it at the end?
Are you going to remember?
Of course. I mean, it was difficult to remember. It was a long match.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. So where did I leave off? Okay. So Goldberg. Let's talk a little bit about Goldberg. We talked about Raven. Let's talk about Goldberg. Goldberg was a silent powerhouse, dominating his opponents with his football tackle dubbed the Spear and his suplex power slam combination, which we saw him beat Glacier with, called the Jackhammer, frequently winning his matches in less than 3 minutes. Some people tried to unfairly claim that Goldberg was WCW's attempt to copy Steve Austin.
That's what it looked like to me.
In my opinion, though, I think the reality of the situation is that the only similarity is that they were both bald white guys with goatees that wore black trunks. Their characters were completely different. Austin was the everyman, beer-drinking, deer-hunting redneck. Goldberg was the take-no-nonsense, silent destroyer. So again, a lot different character-wise, but visually I could see how there's a bit of a similarity there. But Goldberg was so impressive that for the first time in wrestling that I had ever seen, people began counting his wins, which, unsurprisingly, the company began to fluff up a bit. But fast forward, and Goldberg would find himself in line for a United States Championship match against the defending champion, Raven. Easily the biggest challenge Goldberg has faced, and you could argue it could also be the same for Raven as well. By the time of their match against one another, Goldberg's record would be 74-0, much better than Ryan's current record. I think we can all agree on that.
Not everyone.
Well, everyone but, one guy. So in Colorado Springs, Ryan.
So where this takes place?
That's where the match we're going to be watching.
Wow.
I need to find out where that match that we just watched
No, but the match we're watching.
Yes, the next match is Colorado Springs. Is that a special place in your heart?
Not really.
What? You acted like you were so intrigued by it.
Well, I was just there.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's not. You were in Denver.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's just a different city in the state of Colorado.
is that the closest I've ever been to a match? A big match that we watched? We watched one in Seattle.
Yeah, we watched it.
Well, not the. Okay, all right.
What?
Anything else?
Anything besides the Hulk Hogan Vince
Yeah.
McMahon Safeco Field
Yes.
match? Nothing else in Seattle so far.
Thank you.
But we will, actually, relatively soonish, we will be. So Raven, again, defending the U.S. title against Goldberg. Can Raven use his flock and Raven's rules to his advantage, or will the power of Goldberg be too much to overcome? So we already talked about a little bit of the Wrestle with the Data. Again, your record after the Goldberg squash of Glacier is now 53-40-2. That was just the 95th match that we've seen. This will be the 96th, and then you're officially now in a one match winning streak.
Good.
Congratulations. Any questions, comments?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I'm good.
Let's get into this thing. We'll be right back.
As always, the focus, the intensity in the eyes of Goldberg. Oh, a chair in the gut. It caught Goldberg, and now across the back hard. Raven and Raven's rules now, using the chair to his advantage.
Goldberg is shaking it off, and he's not budging.
The pain is registering, but it has no effect on Goldberg. There's a spear.
The fans are up. There's a member of the flock up on top. And that was sick boy.
Here comes Kidman. Again, remember, this is Raven's rules. This is legal.
Now the big man reaches in. Hoists Goldberg up, but Goldberg fires back.
That's a 10 on the Richter.
Wow. That man is almost 500 pounds.
What a show of strength by Goldberg.
Raven is trying to leave. And
The fans stopped him and threw him back over the guardrail.
They bought a ticket and they want to see this.
bringing Raven back in.
Oh, there's a spear.
For the second time, the spear.
Could it be time?
Everyone standing as Goldberg is going for it right now.
No!
Hammer, 2, 3.
We got a new champion, and Goldberg is open for business.
Give that man the belt. Goldberg.
All right, we're back. We just watched Goldberg versus Raven for the United States Championship. Ryan, what did you think of that match?
Love that match. Love that match.
I know. Oh, my mic's doing weird stuff. Okay.
Is picking up? Are we
Yeah,
good?
we're
Okay.
good. I know why, but inform the listeners as to why you loved that match so much.
I mean, I thought there were several reasons to love that match.
Uh-huh.
I mean, great crowd work.
They were into it.
Like-
the people of Colorado Springs, they're all about their Goldberg.
It was kind of like an intimate like setting too, a little bit. Like, you know.
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an arena.
It's Colorado Springs Arena, you know.
You don't know what it was several thousand people. I don't know how intimate it was.
It was intimate.
Okay, go on. What else? What other reasons do you have?
Stop sign.
Uh-huh.
Anytime like anything's brought out, like a chair, but like
Any plunder.
a big ass stop sign too.
It was a big,
yeah.
and it sounded good when it hit Goldberg's skull. This is true.
Yeah. The hits were legitimate, authentic, as some would say. Very good. I like that a lot. I thought bringing out the extra, I don't know who those guys were, but like bringing out
The flock.
Yeah. And him just like, we didn't have to like beat around the bush. We just got to, all of them thrown out of the ring, you know, you just did it the right way. The crowd's going nuts. The crowd dragging, Raven back into the ring.
Yeah.
It just, and even the announcers were good.
Yeah.
Like it just had
They were hyped up.
It had everything I want in a wrestling match, It really did. It just had it all. Like,
And it was a quick day at the office.
efficiency,
Above all.
So
efficiency
I
above all.
I love that.
So if you could not tell, Ryan did choose Goldberg to win the match.
Wasn't sure at first. I had to.
Right.
I don't know if you're gonna Raven rules. Was that the flock, or is that something else?
So the flock was his group of cronies.
No, I know, but that's what.
Raven's rules means there are no rules. So if he's
Seemed like there were some rules.
There were no. Well, I mean, there were some rules, but
Yeah.
but like ordinarily, if somebody gets hit in the head with a stop sign, they're going to get disqualified.
That
or
you say that, but I've never seen one disqualification. Well, okay,
that's not true.
Okay, it's not. But like I would expect someone brings a stop sign. That match keeps going. All right, we're not calling. This is
Well, I mean, I can show you a bunch of matches that end by disqualification and count out if you really want me to.
with a stop sign.
I can't think of any that ended with a stop sign off the top of my head, but who knows? It's hard to say. Let's go to the notes. So before the match starts, Goldberg's working out with bands. What a body on
That guy's
on that Goldberg.
He has the biggest neck or back.
The delts. I think those are delts
Right there. I mean, they only seem to extend right up to his neck.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that this came up during this match or anything, but like eventually Goldberg's intro would get more and more elaborate where like literal cops would knock on his locker room and they would escort him from the locker room out to the entryway. And he would like headbutt his door on the way out of the locker room, which would serve to bite him eventually, but not on this night. Then we got Michael Buffer out for the intros. It was weird. Usually Michael Buffer, they would spring for him for like the big main event match, but like this was like in the middle of the show. So it was a little odd to have Michael Buffer there, but hey, I'm always ready to rumble. So.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah, that's just me.
Another point towards the match.
Raven comes out first. What a tortured poet. Was Raven what you had expected him to be or no? After my description, Kurt Cobain, Bodie from Point Break.
No.
Grunge.
Yeah, I mean, he's very grunge. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have expected that, but... Yeah.
Were you expecting more of like a wrestler-looking guy?
Yeah,
okay, got it. Yeah. No, he just looked like a grungy dude.
Yeah, I liked him. But...
Goldberg comes out next, slightly different than what his intro would be eventually. So in this case, he had the fireworks and stuff. Eventually, he would be literally just encompassed in the fireworks. Like the fireworks would be blasting him, and he would like emerge from them and like inhale the smoke and blow it out as he was doing his whole thing like a dragon. But again, this is still relatively early. Goldberg. We had a couple signs. Goldberg sank the Titanic was one of them. Goldberg is da bomb was another one. Oh man, there was like Goldberg's like a sex machine or something.
The signs from the crowd.
Yeah. the Colorado Springs love him some Goldberg, I guess.
Yeah.
Raven, to begin the match, he lays the belt down in the center of the ring like, this is what this thing's for, dog. Cross the line. Raven starts off with a shoulder block into the corner. We've got a big leg up from Raven. I know how you love yourself a leg up. Drop kick, and then the fight very quickly spills out to the floor. Raven then gets tossed repeatedly into the guardrail, which he made those look brutal. Like he was being flung and like landing sideways into the guardrail and like,
good hits,
crumpling to the ground from there. Rolling leg lock from Goldberg. That was a move where you were just like, this guy, he's got so many great moves. I just feel like I'm seeing all these great moves that it's been a long time since I've seen great moves.
It has been a long time since I've seen great moves.
I don't think that's true.
Months.
Considering we probably recorded once in the past 3 months.
I was impressed.
Not saying a lot. Noted. Let's see. Yeah, rolling leg lock from Goldberg. Raven gets to the ropes. Super kick from Goldberg. Raven then grabs a chair. And right around this point, I think you really wanted to choose Goldberg at this point, but you were like, am I going to get fucked if I pick Goldberg? Like, is this one big ruse by Eric to just lull me into a false sense of security, and he's going to take the rug from out underneath
I thought so.
That wasn't the case, but I could see the paranoia in your eyes. But Raven grabs a chair, hits him in the back, hits him in the gut, rolls Goldberg back in. Again, Raven's rules, so ordinarily that would have been a disqualification, but in this case, it's not.
Okay. The Raven's rules thing just never that was a totally normal. There was no Raven's rules.
He hit him with a steel chair.
Which has never happened before in wrestling history, which is crazy, right?
Lackeys come into the ring, blatantly attacking Goldberg.
Was the ref there?
Yes.
Sometimes the ref gets taken out.
Right. No, the ref never got taken out. The referee was there for all this. Okay. So again, Raven's rules means there are no disqualifications.
But let me just be again. This happens, on occasion. So Raven's rules is still a weird thing. And why would they? Why did he have Raven's rules? Is that anytime he had a match, he got Raven's rules? Or?
He refused to wrestle unless his opponent agreed to Raven's rules. which means anything goes, essentially.
Nice.
Yeah. So that
should bring that with me just in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not clocking in for work today unless you agree to Ryan's rules, which means I don't work.
I take a couple hour nap.
That's right. Yeah, little cat nap right in the middle of the day. Those are Ryan's rules. Okay, so Raven sets up the chair in the center of the ring. One of Raven's big moves was he would use a drop toe hold, which is like an old classic wrestling move, not normally very high impact, but he would do it and send his opponent face first into the chair that was just set up.
Great move.
Great move. You're not really giving Raven his flowers as much, and I want to make sure we're clear, Raven deserves.
I thought so. No, also that chair was unusable after that. So.
Yeah. Goldberg's face made sure of that. Right around then, we've got a chokehold, a chin lock, whatever you want to call it, from Raven, running clothesline to the corner onto Goldberg, but Goldberg gets up in a spear, and that's the cue for the flock to try and run in and save their cult leader, their hero, Raven. So Sick Boy jumps off the top rope, hits a big drop kick. Kidman attempts to do a Hardy Boys-esque splash, but he gets dumped out of the ring. Sick Boy's then clotheslined outside of the ring. Goldberg eats that stop sign shot from Horace. You love that stop shot.
That's such a
It sounded great.
It did.
It sounded really,
and
really
it's
good.
just a giant stop sign, which is
huge, it's like at least 3 times the size of a normal stop sign. Like the idea that
that's what I want in my wrestling matches.
Comedy stop sign usage. Yeah. Then Horace, after hitting Goldberg with a stop sign, then gets speared. And then we've got the big 7-footer Reese who chokes Goldberg, but then that gets broken up and Goldberg manages to hit him with the jackhammer to take him out. So now it's back to a one-on-one match. Raven's flunkies have all been taken out. Raven attempts to escape the arena. He doesn't want to fight Goldberg anymore, so he's attempted to literally walk out. But the good people of Colorado Springs intervene. They will not allow that to happen.
It's my state.
That is your state.
Yeah.
Not as great fetish wise, but a good state, aside from that. But the fans literally, which fans, quote unquote, obviously they're plants, but they grab Raven, they throw him back over the barricade. Goldberg then gets a hold of him, hits him with another spear, picks him up, jackhammer on top of the stop sign. We've got ourselves a new United States champion. And the people are going gaga. They're going banana.
Oh, yeah. No, it was.
They loved it.
That reaction was spectacular.
It's authentic.
Trying to change my mind.
Expand your vocabulary out a bit.
That was great.
But so that's the match. That's the main match of the 2 matches that we saw here today. How do you feel about Goldberg now that we've seen him?
I'm surprised it took this long. Like that guy is a pretty nuts wrestler. I don't know how. Was he very big?
Yeah, he was a big deal.
Okay, for a long time or a short time or.
Who knows? I don't really have a whole lot of Goldberg planned for the immediate future. I could see, he's one of those figures where it felt like we should at least introduce him now, and then we can always come back to it in the future. Goldberg is kind of a weird entity in wrestling in that, so WCW, right, eventually goes out of business. WWF buys them out. Goldberg was pretty much the only guy that you can point to where it's he was the biggest star in the company, and he wasn't somebody that had been brought over from the WWF.
Yeah.
WCW didn't have very many guys like a Goldberg, and it was very organic as far as how he got over. The crowd just loved seeing him beat the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
Which, makes sense.
Yeah.
You would see him, you're like, oh yeah, I want to see him beat the shit out of people, and that's appealing. He didn't really I think he liked wrestling. I don't think he loved wrestling. And so when WCW went out of business, he kind of floundered and didn't do much for a bit. And then when he did eventually make the jump to the WWF years later, it wasn't great because WCW was willing to just feed people to him and make him look like a fucking killer, the baddest dude on the planet. The WWF was not willing to do that. They wanted to more portray him as a normal human man that was, capable.
Can't do that to Goldberg.
Yeah, and so that ruined his aura a bit. There was, I think it's a little overblown, but people do point to one backstage skit in particular. Do you remember Goldust, the gold-painted gentleman who wore the long blonde wig? Mm-hmm. There was a backstage segment between Goldust and Goldberg where Goldust takes his wig off and puts it on Goldberg's head. And people were like, they killed Goldberg. I don't think it was that dire, but like it's just one example of how like they just kind of ruined the aura around Goldberg. And so he's definitely a legend. He's a big star from that era for sure. But it's kind of like the best Goldberg matches are similar to what you just saw, where it's like Goldberg smashing people.
That's what, like, he doesn't like come out and do like a lot of the entertainment or the side stuff. Like, I mean, a little, but like he was pretty straight to the point, and like he's just taking people out.
Yeah.
So,
and there's like an appeal to that, but then it gets hard when you have that character at the very top of your card, and people are kind of expecting a little bit more back and forth, and like who's gonna win, yada yada. Like it was hard to do that with Goldberg because of like how his character was.
Yeah, it just seemed. I mean, all the matches that we've watched, I was expecting something different.
Yeah,
I really did think it was going to be a more like it, but I still, it was a great match. But like, there was not a lot of back. It was just kind of straightforward, and he just kind of whips everyone.
Pretty much,
this, like, he just 7-foot guy
demolishes 6 men.
So
in the course of 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But
and that's his style. That's his style. Like kind of like that's what he does.
Yeah,
right
for
there.
sure. I mean that. So as of that match, he was then 75-0, and I think the longest match he had to that point was probably the longest match he had had to that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a very good encapsulation of Goldberg. Again, we may see a little bit more Goldberg here and there, but yeah, we'll just kind of see how that figures into things.
Nice.
Should we rank it?
Should rank it.
And the previous one against Glacier as well.
Okay. Yeah.
You were the one who said we shouldn't rank it then. You wanted to rank it.
I want it on my record. I just
we should rank it.
I'll rank it.
We're ranking every match you ever watch scientifically. You're the case study here. So whenever you're ready, you can pull up the list and we'll talk about it. All right. So I guess we'll rank the first one first.
Which tab am I on? Am I ranking in order?
You are ranking in order, correct? So Goldberg Glacier. There was a backflip when Glacier attempted the spinning.
This is a tough one because like it was fine, but
which match did you like better?
Like definitely Raven.
The second one?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I don't want to shit on it.
Sure.
But I also like
you did like Goldberg coming out of that first match.
Yeah, I did. Like. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I mean,
so like, would you consider that match good? Would you consider it okay? Probably not great, but maybe you thought it was great. I don't know.
So sorry. What do we got? Top is what are the sections here?
Gold is amazing.
Yellow is amazing.
Okay. Amazing. Then great is turquoise. Good is green. Okay is.
I mean, I guess I put it like at the end of good. Like I don't know. Like I could put it
the very end of good, like the bottom of good.
Like the very end of.
So okay, so Glacier Goldberg is bottom of good.
Sure. Like
so that would be number 45. So you're saying that is not as good as Gorgeous George versus Hans Schnabel from the 1950s, but better than Macho Man Randy Savage versus Diamond Dallas
I knew.
No, this is how it's right. You just I
fine.
know how you want to.
That's what I think. Yeah, yeah.
Great. All right. I'm just glad we're clarifying.
Okay.
Take it up with Ryan if you think that this is a ridiculous pick. Which, for the record, like I don't even think like that's that ridiculous.
Okay.
To be honest. Yeah. Just so we're clear. And so now are you thinking about the second match now? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the new number 45 for Glacier versus Goldberg on Thunder.
I mean, I really like this match. I don't know how, I really enjoyed this match. I think that this kind of defines wrestling in a way for me. Like,
okay. I mean,
this is what
it's not gonna upset
you get a sellout crowd in Colorado Springs. All right, they're nuts.
The World Arena,
just little Air Force Base people. I don't know, like whatever they're doing.
A very
out there.
Intimate Air Force Base arena.
It was intimate, Eric. I don't think
there's so much intimacy. You could cut the intimacy with a knife.
But
was it great? Was it a great match in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would be kind of like at the bottom of.
Okay.
Like I think it would be kind of at the bottom of great. I don't know, like in the top 25.
Okay, yeah, because number 25 is, that's where great ends.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is it at the very bottom of great, would you consider, because we've got Sabu versus Terry Funk, which is the barbed wire rope match. That's the very bottom of great currently.
Let's just put it, can we extend great?
Yes.
Let's just do that. Let's drop it one, but 26 I guess would be,
But above Mankind versus The Rock Survivor Series in 1998, where it was a double turn. Mankind, who we thought was the corporate aligned champion. Oh, not so much.
No.
Not so much. And then The Rock, he turned corporate. So, okay, so new 26 then for that. All right. So then I just have to rank mine.
I'm curious where this will go.
This is going to be tough. Let's see. I think that Goldberg Glacier match was... You have to take it for like what it is. You know what I mean? Like, was it good for what it was meant to be? And I thought it was good. I thought it was very effective for like, okay, we're just going to try and establish Goldberg as like this fucking killer. And like, he looked great in the match. So I think it was good. Where do I feel comfortable putting it? What would I rather watch? I think for Goldberg Glacier... So I'm going to put this as my new 61. So I'm going to say this is not as good as Antonio Inoki versus the Great Antonio, the wrestling match that turned into a real fight in Japan. And Inoki started kicking the Great Antonio in the face repeatedly. But it is better than Chris Jericho taking Juventud Guerrera's mask. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. So that's the new 20... No, wait. That's not 26. Did I say 26? No, you did.
Thinking of the...
I'm mixing it up with your number. 61. Which means I would probably also say that the Raven match was better than...
You're putting a lot into this 30-second match.
Well, I'm done with it.
No, I know. But you said you think it's this...
I think the Raven match is better than the Glacier match.
Of course it is. Is there, is there even a question?
Well,
you asked me that too. Like,
I'm allowing the audience to see what my psyche is, and I'm kind of leading them through the process. Enough. So I'm saying that I think it's a better match than that. I don't know if I consider it great, though. I don't know if it's great for me. What's at the bottom of great in my list? Bottom of great is number 34, Hart Foundation versus Austin Shamrock Goldust LOD. So that was the Calgary Stampede match. That was a good match. That was a great match. I don't think it's better than that. I think it's in good.
But you would consider it. You think someone can make an argument that it could be.
I don't think that's inconceivable someone, because it was a super fun. It was a very, very fun match.
It was, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put it the new 48 for me. So I'm gonna say it's not as good as one of Ryan's least favorite matches of all time, the Jake Roberts Rick Martel blindfold match. But I'm gonna say it's better than Sid Vicious versus Lee Scott squash.
Do I have that at the bottom?
The blindfold match? You have it 92 on your list.
Oh.
But I just, that match is so funny to me. I love that match and I get why people wouldn't like it, but I like it a lot. So, all right.
Okay.
We've got it all ranked, which means, Ryan, what am I going to say here on Eric's Wisdom Tree?
It was a very basic.
It's hot. it's warm.
I feel like you did everything you could. It just came off as very, very basic.
They don't all need to be fancy.
No, I agree. Okay. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying.
Sometimes direct is better. Sometimes, just a smash. That was the Goldberg.
That's what I was going to say. It was just Goldberg intro. Yeah.
Straight, smash mouth, right to the point.
Spear him.
No frills. Just kill him. So many of these things are grocery store related, which we did a whole big thing about it last time. So I'm not going to do another grocery store one because that is just, whatever. I'm not going to do it. I will say, though, so last time you and I met up socially as a social thing, we went out with some other Wave guys. A friend of the show, Matt Peters, he said something to me that has stuck in my craw since then. And it was something I already had on my list of wisdom trees. And so I'll mention it here. I think baby wipes might be better than flushable wipes as far as cleaning your butt.
I've never really used them. I don't know. You're not supposed
baby wipes?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to flush them?
Well,
is that what you're about to say?
That's why. Yeah.
I don't flush either of them now, so for me it's a moot point.
Do you use them?
So traditionally I do use flushable wipes. I had the whole big kerfuffle around flushing flushable wipes, and it turned out my sewer system, or not sewer, but my pipes.
Septic.
It is sewer. It is sewer. It's not septic. It's sewer.
Oh, okay.
My pipes got all backed up, and then I had stuff going.
That's why you're not supposed to flush those.
Well, but they're flushable wipes.
They put signs up that say don't flush.
I learned that the hard way. I learned that after paying several $1,000s to learn that lesson. So now I don't. So now I throw them away.
Yeah.
And then recently, the flushable wipes that I purchased from Costco, those are so much worse than they used to be. They will tear as you're trying to get them out, which means you're getting poop on your finger when you're wiping your butt. And it's a whole big thing. And they're smaller. They're also smaller than they used to be. And I'm noticing that as we're like, cleaning up my daughter, her baby wipes are so much better. So much better. Like, they don't rip when you're trying to take them out. Like, they are larger, more surface area and whatnot. And it's like, and I checked price-wise, and I think it's about even. So I think I'm just going to be a baby wipe guy and not even worry about the flushable wipes anymore.
Is this for you or for your daughter? Like,
I just explained the whole situation.
No, I get it, but like, it's like you're talking about both. Like, I don't understand. So, like, you use them?
I'm saying I am displeased with my use of flushable wipes.
Okay.
I am not a satisfied customer anymore. And then while my dissatisfaction grows, I'm side-eyeing these baby wipes that I'm using on my daughter, and I'm like, well, these are much better. And so now I'm of the opinion, once I'm out of my current stock of flushable wipes, I'm just going to start using baby wipes on my own bottle.
Why don't you just use a bidet?
See, like, my wife and I, this is like the constant push-pull. I would love to get like a proper bidet because I have what I don't consider to be a bidet now.
Yeah.
It's just a spray hose thing. I would get a proper in-seat bidet that extends out and shoots you in your beehole.
Yeah.
I would love to get one of those, but Heather's like convinced that the child would like start messing around with stuff or whatever, which I don't buy. I don't buy that a kid would necessarily play with that constantly.
Well, you have a few years probably.
This is true. This is true. So yeah, but if it was up to me and I had my druthers, I would definitely get a bidet.
Okay.
But for right now, and so the thing Matt said to me was like, that's such a waste. And it's like, well, what's a waste about? Like, it's already, like, if someone can explain to me why I shouldn't buy baby wipes instead of flushable wipes, I'm all ears. I'm happy to hear the argument. But from a perspective of cleanliness and just not ripping the flushable wipes out and whatnot, I'm over that process. And since I'm already just putting them in the garbage as it is, there's really not any difference from that perspective. So that's my thing.
Okay.
Do you use flushable wipes?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you just use regular toilet paper.
Yeah.
You don't have a removable shower head.
Eric.
Let me smell your butt. Come here. Come here, Ryan. Bend over for me.
You sure you want to take that chance right now? Like,
that's a chance I'm willing to take.
No, like
there's a Target right down the street.
I don't know.
With a bathroom.
I don't like, when I was in Mexico.
Okay.
You have to you can't flush toilet paper there.
Okay.
So you wipe.
I don't know that's true everywhere, but okay.
Well, Guadalajara.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Rio, Mexico. You guys went to Cancun.
Right, yeah, okay. Tourists.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of these tourists.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, I don't like the idea of it not going away once I'm done.
The
wiping.
The paper?
Yeah.
But it's in a garbage can.
Yeah, but it's still there.
I mean,
you
just get a lid.
I want it out.
Okay. I mean, this just seems like a you problem. It sounds like irrational.
I don't like it. I don't want poop.
I just like being my cleanest self, dog.
Yeah, take a shower. You work from home?
I can't take a shower whenever I want.
No, you can't?
Well, I could. I just don't want
to. I don't know. I just don't like that. That's my only thing against it. I just don't like it sitting in a garbage can right next to it.
But you don't have a problem with the baby wipe element. You just you're against both equally as far as me putting them in the garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I mean,
teach their own.
Hey, I'll give you, if that's the case, then salute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you know I don't know if you've seen emoji guy at work. I mean, everyone who works, but that's a new emoji that I'm seeing now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Just see it pop up.
I'll be on it's a guy saluting.
It's just the yellow head.
Oh,
saluting.
Maybe I have seen it.
Yeah, it's the new,
It's the new, I don't have an Apple. You know this, right? Is this an Apple thing?
No.
Okay. I know you hate Apple. That's silly question.
I don't have an Apple. I do have an Apple, actually. Not for work, though.
This is getting really boring really fast. Really quick update. So this is probably why I don't normally do this. a few episodes ago, maybe it was an episode ago, I don't even remember anymore. I kind of gave like an outline of like, oh, here's going to be some upcoming matches and whatever. After the last match that we watched where Stone Cold turned heel before against The Rock, he aligned with Vince McMahon, I started hemming and hawing to myself and I was like, fuck, if we're not going to watch any bad guy Stone Cold stuff, you know, if we're ever going to watch any bad guy Stone Cold stuff, like now would be the time to do it since it's relatively fresh in our minds. So I've pivoted a bit. With that said, next episode is still going to be the thing that I had planned on it being, which is Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, which I think is an interesting match for us to watch. But beyond that, some of the other things have been pushed out a bit. So like we were going to watch another Hulk Hogan match. That's been adjusted a smidge. I have one match that I've added to our list that I'm almost certain that I will regret us watching it for reasons that will become apparent to everyone once we get into it. But that'll be coming sometime soon. But yes, there have been some adjustments. But again, Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon will be our next match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess how many matches I have written notes for at this point?
Like in advance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 14.
I think it's 17 or 18.
I was going high just because that's a lot.
Yeah. so it's just a matter of, getting together. We did 8. I think we did 8 matches over the past year. So that's my barometer. So we can at least hit that.
Yeah,
I think that's my goal. Higher.
Guess how many I've written for?
Tell me.
I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
Later.
That's
a surprise for next episode. Yeah.
Our OnlyFans, and he'll tell you.
The Hard Mark OnlyFans.
The Hard Mark OnlyFans. See Ryan's poopy pants. If you're. That's the last of the poopy pants references. If you're not hard, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. That is all, folks. Big ups to Goldberg. Let me smell your butt.